What if I told you you could add thousands of dollars every year to your restaurant's bottom line without raising menu prices? Only a third of restaurants actually hit their labor targets, which means most are leaving money on the table. In the next 7 minutes, I'll reveal the average restaurant labor cost percentage in the US, a simple 30-second calculation that you can do to find your current labor percentage, and 5 strategies you can start tomorrow to boost your labor productivity. Hi, I'm Sam from 7 Shifts. I've worked at a drive-thru, golf course, Thai restaurant, and Tex-Mex franchise. I used 7 Shifts myself when I was a server, and now I make videos here. Are your labor costs normal compared to other restaurants? Let's unpack the research. According to our 2025 restaurant labor report, 4 in 10 restaurants maintain their labor costs between 20 to 25% of their total revenue, while a quarter of them operate in the 26 to 30% range. The concerning part, only 36% of restaurants consistently hit their labor target. Nearly 2/3 struggle to meet their planned labor expenses, with 44% regularly spending more than they budgeted. This disconnect between expectations and reality creates a lot of stress. Many factors influence where your labor costs should fall. Location matters. Minimum wage, market demand, and labor laws all affect staffing costs. Your restaurant's size and service model also play a role. A small cafe with counter service requires a very different staffing approach from a 200-seat full-service cafe with multiple dining areas. Quick service restaurants typically operate with labor costs below 30, even 25% due to less specialized staff. Fine dining naturally runs higher labor percentages because they need experienced servers, technical kitchen staff, and additional service touches that need more hands. So what should your restaurant's labor percentage be? Most restaurants should aim for the 20 to 30% range, with quick service targeting the lower end and full service and fine dining allowing for higher percentages. But arbitrary targets can be dangerous. As restaurant consultant Jim Taylor points out, if you're only hitting your target 50% of the time, your target's not right. Your labor goals should reflect your specific operation, not just industry benchmarks. If you're constantly missing labor goals, you might need to set more realistic targets. Now that you know the industry average, you need to figure out what your true labor costs are. Your labor cost percentage should capture more than just the base pay rate. First, start with the basics: hourly wages, overtime pay, and manager salaries. Then add often overlooked components: payroll taxes and health benefits. Don't forget paid time off, including vacation and sick days. Seasonal bonuses, training expenses, uniforms, and even employee meals contribute to your true labor costs as well. The formula for calculating your labor cost percentage is total labor cost divided by total sales times 100. So for example, if Luigi's Pizzeria grosses $300,000 in sales each month and their total labor costs amount to $81,000, including wages, benefits, overtime, training, uniforms, meals, etc., then their labor cost is $81,000 divided by 300,000 times 100, or 27%. If you don't want to do the math, we have a free labor cost calculator in the description box below. Some restaurants prefer to calculate labor as a percentage of operating costs instead of a percentage of sales. This approach works better for businesses with significant non-labor expenses or seasonal fluctuations. The formula becomes total labor cost divided by total operating expenses times 100. For example, with the same $81,000 in labor costs and operating costs of $250,000, 81,000 divided by 250,000 times 100 would represent 32.4 labor cost. Whichever method you choose, the key is consistency in your calculations and including every expense related to labor. With accurate numbers, you can make informed decisions. Now that you know where you stand compared to other restaurants' labor percentages, let's look at improving your numbers. Jim Taylor, a restaurant consultant, says that a 2% boost in labor productivity can offset a 50-cent wage increase. A lot of restaurant managers see labor costs creeping up and have a knee-jerk reaction to slash hours or cut staff. But that quick fix creates a dangerous cycle. Understaffing means poor service, means lower sales, means a higher labor percentage. Avoid that trap with these 5 strategies to optimize labor while maintaining service quality. 1. Cross-train your staff. 68% of operators told us that they're training staff to handle multiple jobs instead of just firing people. Restaurant coach David Scott Peters said on our podcast, "If I have 2 guys that could run 2 stations at a time and they're getting paid more than 4 rookies, I'm still going to be more efficient." 2. Stagger shifts. Does everyone arrive at 4 p.m. and leave at closing? By staggering times based on service patterns, even just 15 minutes a person, you can save hours every week. 3. Do prep work for the next shift. David Scott Peters talked on our podcast about having closing staff set up the line for opening staff. That way, your morning crew can start a little bit later. These small efficiencies compound over time.
Hey, chef, what if we set up the line at the end of the night? Before your last cook's left, we set up the line, turn the line, made sure it's 100% parred up. When they leave the building, somebody could walk in 15 minutes later. Could I have 4 cooks walk in 15 minutes later because the line is completely ready to go? Well, yeah, I could do that. Okay, so if the daytime shift could do the same thing for the nighttime shift, could you bring 4 cooks in 15 minutes later for the nighttime shift? Well, yeah, I could do that. Oh, so that's 2 hours a day, 7 days a week, 14 hours.
4. Focus on employee retention. The true cost of employee turnover is staggering. Restaurant managers revealed to us that on average, front of house staff cost $1,000 to replace, back of house staff cost almost $1,500, and managers cost over $2,600. Some retention tactics that cost nothing include shouting out employees for good work and being flexible with your scheduling. We have a video that dives deeper into that topic here. 5. Schedule based on forecasts. Many restaurants schedule heavily on weekends, assuming they'll be busy, but you could see a rush every Tuesday at 2 p.m. By analyzing your sales data down to specific hours, you'll be covered during rush times while avoiding overstaffing during slow periods. I'm just popping in from editing this video, and one thing I forgot to mention is that half of restaurants said they're optimistic about technology lowering labor costs, specifically back office tech like automated payroll, inventory management, and staff scheduling. Customer-facing tech showed mixed results, probably because people are concerned about losing the personal touch of the dining experience. 7 shifts can help you save thousands in labor costs every year. By automatically forecasting sales and labor projections, 7 shifts helps you build more accurate schedules so you can avoid under or overstaffing. It integrates with a ton of POS systems, so you can use real-time sales and labor data to staff your restaurant. While it's important to be aware of industry benchmarks, it's not one size fits all. If your labor cost percentage is 35%, but you have a great sales per labor hour and you pare down your cost of goods sold, you could be coming out on top. The most successful restaurants understand this balance. They don't simply cut headcount to save money. Instead, they create environments where teams can serve more guests more efficiently and keep up service quality. Want to hear more from 500 restaurants on managing labor? Read our restaurant labor report in the description box below. David Scott Peters and Jim Taylor shared some great nuggets on our podcast, so we have their episodes linked below as well. And there's lots more where that came from. So subscribe to the 7 Shifts channel to get fresh insights spooned onto your little YouTube cafeteria tray from real restaurant owners and managers.